Today I'm going to measure deck height on a 944 engine. What I have here is a little homemade bracket that holds a dial indicator, and we're going to bolt this up to the top of the engine so that when the plunger pushes in, the dial indicator moves. Now, these pistons are slightly higher than the deck or the top of the block, so if I bolt this right to it, it's going to bottom out and it's not going to give a true reading. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put one of the head washers underneath it when I bolt it down. And so the first step I'm going to do is I'm going to zero it out by putting a head washer over one of the head studs, putting on a bunch of other washers and a nut. Now when I tighten this down, I can tighten this down, and on this washer I can now set the dial so that the needle's pointing right to 0. Once the needle's right to 0, I've zeroed out my gauge. So what I'm going to do now is take it off this head stud, and I'm going to put it on its neighbor here, just so that when I raise the piston, it'll be easier for the camera to see the gauge. Alright, here we go. And I'm going to line it up so that the plunger of the dial indicator is as close to the center line of the piston as I can get it, so that it is the center height and doesn't account for any rock of the piston. But I want to make sure that the needle is not in the relief that's cut, the compression relief that's cut on these pistons. So I get that tightened down, and now I'm ready with a socket wrench to start cranking the engine over. And as this piston moves up, as it starts to touch the plunger on the dial indicator will start to move until it reaches the top of the stroke, which is getting close. So that's our 0 mark, so we've just passed 0 a little bit, and then the dial will start rocking back. So as it starts moving back, that means we've just passed our TDC point. So I can reverse the ratchet and I can go back and forth until I get that needle to just rest at the top of its stroke, at the top of its rocking stroke there, which is going to be about there. So not only is that a true TDC measurement, which a dial indicator can be used to measure TDC quite well, but it also is telling me that the deck height is about 6 thousandths of an inch, just under 6 thousandths of an inch. Right about there. And now do take this measurement with a little bit of a grain of salt, because there is enough tolerance play in the wrist pin and the bearings and everything that, I can rock this piston and I can get it to change a little bit, by pushing down here, it's lifting up there and whatever. But as it just, rests in a steady state, we're getting about 6 thousandths of an inch above the deck.